Good morning, machine learning class, lecture number 5 and lockdown situation. So we were discussing different types of learning technique, supervised, unsupervised. I just gave you the concept, and we will discuss, give you concept about another two different kinds of learning, which is called, one is called reinforcement learning. Actually, in many cases, it may happen that making a model is very, very difficult. Okay, say controlling of a robot. Okay, or mathematically modeling how to control a helicopter, how to fly a helicopter or drone. Right. Making a model and trying to control with the help of that model is extremely difficult in many cases. There we use reinforcement learning technique. Okay, so basically what it does is the system is allowed to act. Okay, and then the system learns. There is two concepts called reward and penalty, and then system can be discussed as agent. Agent is acting, and then there are some critic who is telling, these are all jargon term right now, who is telling that action is good or bad. Okay, so quality of the action we try to figure out, and if the quality is good, then we put reward, and if the bad, then we penalize, and in this way somehow the agent actually learns how to maximize the reward. Okay, and maximizing reward actually translate the agent's action in a stable way. That means in case of helicopter, for example, it is trying to fly, or a drone is trying to fly, and we are noting down each parameters. Okay, initially if it flying is good, stable, then it gets those kind of parameters, get more and more reward. If it is not able to fly, it's falling down, corresponding to those actions, actually we penalize. Okay, and then critic decide that critic actually doing all this thing, penalizing and rewarding, and then if you try to develop an algorithm which will always maximize the rewards, then that's it. That means now the agent can utilize those parametric values to fly stably. So this is the fundamental. We will talk about more details when we discuss about reinforcement learning, and when you will do assignments on it, you will clarify many issues then. Okay. So another learning technique is called transfer learning. This again, I am giving you a fundamental concept only here. This is people are trying, but unfortunately it is not working well. But someday we believe that it will work. What it is? Say you guys are in 5th semester, right? You are learning machine learning course, several other courses, right? And when you will graduate, we will add many values to you in the form of learning several courses related to computer science. Okay? But at the end of the 8th semester, this learning, while it is very good, may not be very specifically very useful for the industry persons. Okay? Because they are dealing with some specific issues. So what they do, they utilize your earlier learning and give you some 3 months, 2 months, 6 months training. The objective of imparting training is actually they are trying to transfer the learning or orient the learning which you have already acquired in your BTech, in your school level or whatever, right? They are trying to transfer that to their particular work, to extract more work from you. So this is, since the learning is being transferred in particular useful direction, utilizing the earlier learning, this concept is called transfer learning. So supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement learning, transfer learning, basic concepts I try to impart to you. We have already also discussed the data, role of data, okay, people call data is fuel. Yes, it is, but you need a lot of things to do on the data. Refinement is, fuel is needed. Similarly, data refinement called pre-processing is needed before it is useful. Okay, so also we talked that data has to have information and knowledge hidden over there, and all machine learning is trying to do is to explore those information, okay, by developing various models using some various fundamental tools, and those tools we are going to learn. I think at this stage, let me introduce you to give you a first assignment. It's a fun assignment. Okay, go to my website. Okay, so you need to collect some data. So this is the assignment we have made it for you. So we can just see from my website. Okay. What problem is this? You can parse website. Some companies, these are all this is some companies, you know, they give service. Okay, beautiful service they give. Those companies have huge data. You need to collect all lists. So they are travel agents actually, and they provide all kind of hotel details. Okay, and then the assignment is just parsing their website. You'll have to collect details about your own data. You collect details about the list of the hotel. Okay, if you are traveling, you need to know in a particular place what are the hotels are there. That's why your objective is to collect data about that. Okay, so pick any of the website mentioned. How to do that? Step 1, pick any one website mentioned above. Then analyze and find a pattern in hotel URLs with city, country, etc. details, and also use that text file, okay, to collect those data. To check their sitemap, analyze and parse only allowed links. So these are the steps you need to follow. Generate a pattern in URLs by step 2, so that you can parse all the URLs in your loop. Okay, and then use beautiful SOAP library to parse obtain links from step 3 and figure out HTML tags, classes. So since you are IT students, you know many of the techniques which we are discussing here. This is a fun assignment, I am calling it. The basic objective is collect your own data with the knowledge which you already have, or Google can help you. And then also you need one language. I think we'll use Python. I think most of you know it's a beautiful object-oriented language. Okay, now it is state-of-the-art language for machine learning. So those who do not know, try to learn. It is not that difficult, but yes, it is needed that you should learn the libraries, and it has very rich machine learning libraries, and community around the world are working using this language. And whenever a language is used by many people, it becomes richer and richer. Okay, and whatever if the language is not used, whatever beautiful language it might be, normally it will slowly disappear. Okay, this is true for formal languages also, and this is true for natural language as well. Okay, so I believe that you know the difference between formal language and natural languages. Formal language means the language which digital computer understand. Okay, there are beautiful, they had earlier beautiful language, right? That Fortran, BASIC, COBOL, right? Then C, C++, Java, then Python. Okay, languages are coming, they are being developed, they are being used by community, and as time goes on, then which language ultimately will survive, will flourish, will depend on how many people are using them, how many rich library people are creating them. Okay, so Python right now is the state-of-the-art language, which is very much needed for learning machine learning. All the assignments, practice problems we will give using this language only. So have fun. This is our first assignment. You do it. It is available in my website, and if you have any problem, come to the discussion forum, and my TAs and myself will try to help you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.